And now Chapter 4, the characteristics of Rishabdev, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Sri Shukdeva Goswami said, as soon as the Lord was born as the son of Maharaj Nabi, he manifested symptoms of the Supreme Lord, such as marks on the bottom of his feet, the flag, thunderbolt, etc. This son was equal to everyone and very peaceful. He could control his senses and his mind, and, possessing all opulence, he did not hanker for material enjoyment. Endowed with all these attributes, the son of Maharaj Nabi became more powerful day after day. Due to this, the citizens, learned Brahmins, demigods, and ministers wanted Rishabdev to be appointed ruler of the earth. When the son of Maharaj Nabi became visible, he evinced all good qualities described by the great poets, namely, a well-built body with all the symptoms of the Godhead, prowess, strength, beauty, name, fame, influence, and enthusiasm. When the father, Maharaj Nabi, saw all these qualities, he thought his son to be the best of human beings, or the supreme being. Therefore he gave him the name Rishabha. Indra, the king of heaven, who was very materially opulent, became envious of King Rishabdev. Consequently, he stopped pouring water on the planet known as Bharatvarsha. At that time, the Supreme Lord, Rishabdev, the master of all mystic power, understood King Indra's purpose and smiled a little. Then, by his own prowess, through Yogamaya, his internal potency, he profusely poured water upon his own place, which was known as Ajnaba. Due to getting a perfect son according to his desire, King Nabi was always overwhelmed with transcendental bliss and was very affectionate to his son. It was with ecstasy and a faltering voice that he addressed him, "My dear son, my darling." This mentality was brought about by Yogamaya, whereby he accepted the Supreme Lord, the Supreme Father, as his own son. Out of his supreme goodwill, the Lord became his son and dealt with everyone as if he were an ordinary human being. Thus King Nabi began to raise his transcendental son with great affection, and he was overwhelmed with transcendental bliss, joy, and devotion. King Nabi understood that his son, Rishabdev, was very popular among the citizens and among government officers and ministers. Understanding the popularity of his son, Maharaj Nabi enthroned him as the emperor of the world to give protection to the general populace in terms of the Vedic religious system. To do this, he entrusted him into the hands of learned Brahmins, who would guide him in administering the government. Then Maharaj Nabi and his wife, Meru Devi, went to Badarik Ashram in the Himalaya mountains, where the king engaged himself very expertly in austerities and penances with great jubilation. In full samadhi, he worshipped the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Naranarayan, who is Krishna in his plenary expansion. By doing so, in course of time, Maharaj Nabi was elevated to the spiritual world known as Vaikuntha. O Maharaj Pariksit, to glorify Maharaj Nabi, the old sages composed 2 verses. One of them is this, quote, "Who can attain the perfection of Maharaj Nabi? Who can attain his activities? Because of his devotional service, the Supreme Personality of Godhead agreed to become his son." Unquote. The second prayer is this, quote, "Who is a better worshipper of Brahmins than Maharaj Nabi? Because he worshipped the qualified Brahmins to their full satisfaction, the Brahmins, by their Brahminical prowess, showed Maharaj Nabi the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayan, in person." Unquote. After Nabi Maharaj departed for Badarik Ashram, the Supreme Lord, Rishabdev, understood that his kingdom was his field of activities. Therefore he showed himself as an example, and taught the duties of a householder by first accepting brahmacharya under the direction of spiritual masters. He also went to live at the spiritual master's place, the Gurukul. After his education was finished, he gave gifts or Guru Dakshina to his spiritual masters, and then accepted the life of a householder. He took a wife named Jayanti and begot 100 sons who were as powerful and qualified as he himself. His wife Jayanti had been offered to him by Indra, the king of heaven. Rishabdev and Jayanti performed householder life in an exemplary way, carrying out ritualistic activities ordained by the Shruti and Smriti Shastra. Of Rishabdev's 100 sons, the eldest, named Bharat, was a great exalted devotee, qualified with the best attributes. In his honor, this planet has become known as Bharat Varsha.